This is KGW News at noon.
And we start in Georgia, where salons, gyms, and bowling alleys are back open today. Governor Brian Kemp moving forward with this plan to reopen the economy, even though the nation's top public health officials have warned against it. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nina Melhuff, filling in for Brenda Braxton. So this comes as deaths from COVID-19 in the U.S. surpass 50,000. Here's Jay Gray with the update.
Hey there, we're just outside the Trained Gym here in Marietta, Georgia, and we've seen a few clients going in, getting their workouts. Look, they're social distancing inside, saying they're taking all the right precautions. And as you look through this shopping center, a nails and spa area there, that's the type of business, these hands-on businesses that the governor of Georgia says can open today. Monday, they'll be followed by restaurants and movie theaters opening, but still expected to social distance. The problem some people have with this order, including, by the way, President Trump, is that it's hard to social distance when you're trying to cut hair, when you're trying to give a massage or even a tattoo. All of those businesses open here, and a lot of owners say they're not going back to work. A lot of employees say it's too early, that they're not ready. It's a process that's unfolding right now and will continue, as we talked about, through the weekend into early next week. The rest of the country watching as Georgia begins to open for business. That's the latest from here in Marietta. I'm Jay Gray.
Well, as expected, President Trump signed a nearly $500 billion relief bill this morning. It passed the House yesterday, following the Senate earlier this week. So the deal includes more than $320 billion for the Paycheck Protection Program, which is hoping to help small businesses with loans. About $75 billion will also be set aside for hospitals and $25 billion for virus testing. Now, during that signing ceremony at the Oval Office, President Trump walked back a baffling comment he made about disinfectants that has now gone beyond viral. During the White House briefing yesterday, President Trump suggested sunlight and injecting disinfectants inside the body should be looked at by doctors as possible cures to the virus.
Supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, right? And then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside?
Helps your body respond. Well, it was quickly refuted that disinfectants and heat that work on surfaces are safe or effective for humans. Even the maker of Lysol had to send out a warning against putting any kind of disinfectant into your body. Well, this morning, when asked to clarify those comments, President Trump told reporters he was being sarcastic to see what they would do. Okay, back here locally. To get into a New Seasons store starting next Wednesday, you will have to wear a face mask. So starting April 29th, staff, shoppers, and vendors will need to wear face masks inside any New Seasons store. Now, employees, they have been doing this for over a week, but now everyone will be required. The company says it'll offer one free mask per customer, but only until supplies run out. New Seasons says the new rule is just one more way to help keep everyone safe. Well, there has been an outbreak of the virus at the National Frozen Food Plant in Albany. 10 cases were confirmed there this week. According to OSHA, at least one person has filed a complaint against the company. That complaint says they weren't following COVID-19 guidelines and that bosses actually told employees not to use hand sanitizer. The plant puts out millions of pounds of frozen produce each year. A spokesperson says OSHA inspectors visited the plant Tuesday. Their inspection is ongoing. Well, like a number of cities across the metro area, Gresham has seen an uptick in commercial burglaries since the stay-at-home orders have been in place. Their police are now teaming up with the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office for a bigger presence, walking properties, checking to make sure doors are locked, and that nothing's suspicious.
It gives the business owners a little bit more peace of mind, you know, as they're going through this tough times. It's hard enough to not have the business coming in on a daily basis, let alone be potential victims.
To find out if your business qualifies for these patrols in the Gresham area, head to KGW.com. Well, you know we are in a very hard time when I'm about to tell you the zoo needs your donation to stay afloat. It's been closed to the public for more than a month, and that lost revenue is making it really hard to cover their costs. Catherine Cook talked with the zoo's director to find out what they need.
Wandering around and wondering, where are all the guests at the Oregon Zoo? Who knows what this penguin's really thinking, but that's a fair guess. The zoo's been closed since March 17th because of COVID-19 restrictions. Many employees were laid off, but zookeepers are taking good care of the animals, promises Zoo Director Don Moore.
The animals at the zoo are doing fine. Zookeepers are there every day. Zoo veterinarians are there every day. We're feeding the animals. We're medicating the animals.
But it all costs money. Admissions, retail, and food sales account for 60% of the zoo's revenue. Metro covers 30%, but the zoo shoulders the rest.
That's a cliff. We had enough in reserve for the next several months, and then we hit a bigger cliff, and we don't know now how long this is going to go on.
For that reason, the Oregon Zoo Foundation launched an emergency recovery fund with the goal of raising $1 million through public donations. The money would cover route operations at the zoo, things like food, medicine, and daily care. Donations are tax deductible. Still, at a time when money is tight for everyone, Moore says he can't thank the public enough.
We're going on furlough. I get it. It's huge. We would be so grateful for every dollar, every penny.
It's unclear when the zoo will reopen, but Moore says they're working on a plan for when they can. They would likely limit visitors, spread people out, and give them a one-way route like you'll find in many grocery stores.
I hope to see you and your family at the zoo as soon as we can possibly do that safely.
The animals will be waiting. Catherine Cook, KGW News.
McMiniman's pubs are back open today for takeout. So besides food, you can order cans of beer or a bottle of wine. Their takeout menus are on their website. It's been a month since the company laid off 3,000 of its employees and closed all but one of its locations.
With the sixth pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Justin Herbert, quarterback, Oregon.
The NFL draft looked a lot different last night, didn't it? But all the same excitement was still there. It was kind of cool to see players in their living rooms with their families. That's where U of O star quarterback Justin Herbert heard about his draft pick. He is staying on the West Coast, going down to LA. So the draft was held online with all the picks being announced from NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell's basement. So after he was picked, Herbert was introduced in a press conference from his home and asked about how it felt to go through the draft at home instead of being in Las Vegas.
It would have been great to be in Vegas. That's an experience that not a whole lot of people get to go through. But to be able to be in Eugene with my family, with my friends and my brothers, it doesn't take away from the excitement. And it's years of hard work, and just happy to get an opportunity, and couldn't be more thrilled for it.
Yeah, so cool. The Eugene native led the Ducks to a 12-2 record and a Rose Bowl win this season. Best of luck to him. We will be watching.